From the deep, dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Greetings and welcome to Fleet Action Report, episode 104, Shore Leave at Risa. I'm Nikodas.
I think I'm still Grebog. I think.
They tell me I'm a menth.
Or Mem,
Yeah,
as we got permission to
Mem.
call you. And we are on Risa during the vacation. Everybody gets shore leave. That's why we're doing the dances right now. Grebog, let's get into this. How's your week been?
My week has been well. Let's see. Didn't kill any players. Had players try to kill each other. Well, maybe, sort of. I had to threaten them. I had to threaten them with, do I have to turn this game around and kick you, take you back home? But that we didn't have to do that. It was fine. It was, other than the game went well. I think they got some information. Well, I'm trying to give information, and it's weird on some things. I know I need to give them more information, more direction, and I have some ideas on how they can get some. It'll be interesting once we go further with that game. So I've done some D&D. I did some other D&D where I was the player. That was fun. I got to beat my cleric. He may have picked up a package of some. I guess some people call it ditch weed type smoking products to help him in his clerical enlightenment. But outside of that, I was like, we helped the players get some of their memories back, which there's some story background there, and it was interesting. Let's see what else. I've been doing a lot of STO, I've been playing a lot of STO. I've been working on my challenge captain. I've been recording it, even though I haven't been uploading it yet. Basically, I've been recording every time I run around on Risa with him, and I was going to compile it, and then once I have a decent length of compilation, I may even do like a speed up, so that way I can get more into a video, because I mean, it's just run around Risa, so I don't know how entertaining that is, but I said I would record everything and put it up for people to watch. That's been my week. How's your week been? What have you been up to, Nikodas?
Well, other than Risa, which has taken up a whole bunch of my time, I actually got my daughter on here as well. She wants the ship really, really bad. Which you can barely see over there. That ship, that thing. So I got her playing, and we've been doing the daily together in the mornings. That's been a lot of fun. I also, you guys are going to laugh at this. So I went old school on the Switch and pulled up some of the older Nintendo systems, and I actually got my 6-year-old playing Super Mario World from the N64 days. That has been hilarious. She dies pretty consistently. I'm constantly having to go earn lives just to give her extra lives and keep her in the game. But she gets a kick out of it. So as long as she's having fun. So that's been a thing. STO's been a thing. Primarily, though, most of my free time has been taken up with Evil Dead the game. I am just absolutely loving that game. I'm just starting to get into playing the bad guy. My primary demon is about halfway leveled. I think I hit 20 the other day. Just Dance is Dance Mix for those that don't know. I don't know. Evil Dead's just a lot of fun. I've gotten a kick out of playing it. Just primarily I do survivors because I like the teamwork. But yeah, that's pretty much been it. How about this weekend STO? You want to start us off there, Grebog?
Oh,
Well,
hold
before you
on.
get
What about
that-
what's Mim been up
I
to?
am so sorry. We haven't had anybody with us for the longest time. I neglected to pass that reign. So here you go, Miment. And again, I apologize.
Well, to start off, I want to say some people think that Dr. Spock was that guy from Star Trek, but that Spock wasn't a doctor. Bones was the real McCoy.
Nice.
Though there was a Dr. Spock, and he wrote
Yes.
books.
Yes.
So
For me, there's a lot of depressing stuff. We're gonna say that
Wave your hands!
a pet went over the rainbow in the last month, and so it's been a little troublesome. I've been playing a lot of Oxygen Not Included, which is a nice little sim-based game. And then coming in here and
Do the leg kick!
doing the leg kick. So yeah, having fun.
That's what it's all about, right? Life and gaming. All about having fun.
Be a little silly.
and now we can STO and the stuff and things that are going on there. Oh, I wave my hand. I don't know that I've gotten any of these. I've gotten any. I don't know. Anyway, STO this week. Well, they have a summer sale going on until the 6th at 10 a.m. The sale includes a 25% off Zen store, and then they have also are doing a charge bonus of plus 20% extra Zen when you pay money to get Zen. So it's kind of a double dip, I guess, in a way. So
Make sure you triple dip though. If you buy it directly from their website versus Steam or another site, then you get
Do the side step!
30% rather than 20, if I recall.
okay, and I know also consoles are having a Zen sale as well, though they don't get a charge bonus; they get a discount, and I think it might be a 25% off. I have to that again, but so it's not just PC that's getting a sale on all this stuff right now. Console is also.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good for consoles to get love. As you can see, we are in the midst of the summer event. We will detail this further on tonight's show. We're going to kind of try to show you guys the easiest way to do these. It runs June 30th to July 30th. The reward is... Oh, late kick. Is that ship floating over there, which is the Nidarian Defender. Most of the reviews online currently say that it's built to be a tank, and apparently a decent tank. Not the best one out there, but decent.
I mean, for a free tank, you know.
Yeah. It looks really pretty. The model looks really pretty. So these are the Farpoint aliens, the ones that were used to make a space station, and Picard had to figure out the mystery back in the very first episode of TNG, Encounter at Farpoint. There are additional items that are added that you can get with the Lohlunat Favors from the event. These are primarily Andorian themed.
So all the older stuff is still out there that you can do. That is, I think, the one nice thing about the summer and winter events is they don't remove the old items. They're still at the vendors, so you can still get them. The only thing that you can't get is the older ships, because the event ship always changes.
That's a switch.
To a degree, you can still put the effort to get stuff, but you can't get the old stuff.
We might get the ships eventually, other ways. Phoenix Store or Muds.
Yeah. The one thing to note, I would say, about why that's important is some of the best kit modules and some of the best kit frames come from the summer and winter events. Most people regard the one kit frame from the summer event here as the best that you can get.
Yeah, the Ryzian kit frame. Not the Vulcan one, just the Ryzian one.
So.
All right. So the only other thing we got going on this week, they introduced the brand new Shikar class. All previous versions of the Miranda will have access to this, but the older original model of the Shikar, which was unique to the game, has been removed. No longer exist, and the current Shikar is basically, it's what a Shikar class would look like if it showed up in TNG. It's got some similar lines to like the Galaxy class and the Nebula class. I like it. It looks pretty cool. So go check that out. Any version of the Miranda will have access to that. So there you go. All right. So
also they added in the Miranda Gamma nacelles to that.
Which come from lower decks. Yes.
Yeah, because the USS Macduff, I believe, was a Shikar with Miranda Gamma nacelles.
So as for our primary target today, you just saw us doing the dance. To kick out your emotes there, it's the best way to do it. You go to your emotes menu from the chat menu, come up here to this little button, click that button, and then you can set this up so it highlights all the dances. The dances used are all basic dances that every character has access to. You don't have to have any of the special dances. If you do the entire thing, you can get 100 Lohlunat Favors, and it goes up as you go along. Like the first 3 get you 10, the next 5 get you 15, the next 10 get you 25, and then the last 20 get you an additional 50, which, if you do the math, equals out to 100 Lohlunat Favors. That's also the one that tends to take the longest.
Yeah, I think I've been too late on some of these to get credit because I've been focusing on what to say and what we're doing. So I may not get my 100 this.
I just got mine.
Even if you don't get all of them, I mean, it's still at least do the 3, because that's a way you can get the daily.
I'm trying. It's just,
I gotcha. Next up is the Powerboard Race, which I'm over here at the starting line. It will give you a beam over if you're somewhere else on the map before it starts, which we should get here in about 40 seconds. Yeah. So it took me a while to get into Risa, but now that I do it pretty regularly when it's going on, I kind of like it. It's like the winter event. Most of the stuff, after you get used to, it's pretty easy to do and get your points. There are people that will farm Lohlunat Favors on multiple characters. I don't generally do that.
There's a trick to it, and we can talk about that later.
The Horga'hn Hunt, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
That's all for now. See you again soon.
You guys should have the beam over now.
Yep, I didn't even get credit. Maybe I forgot to, I don't know.
You forgot to hit start?
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I was distracted. What do you want?
I do not know how to turn on this proper.
You have to be moving forward to turn.
Okay.
So the boards. The boards you can buy with the Lohlunat Favors are a variety of shapes and sizes. However, the board I am on, and so is Moment, and so is this other person over here, and so is Grebog, these come out of the Phoenix store. And while they are not the fastest board, they are second from the fastest, they do have the highest turn rate. So you're sacrificing speed for turn. But if you wanted to, you could get one of these other, fancy high-speed boards that, will allow you to go faster but not turn quite as well. I have won the race on this board, though, and it's easier to get, and you don't have to waste your Lohlunat Favors. You don't have to use your Lohlunat Favors.
No, I did accept it. It was popping up. It had the special window. So it looks like there are other people complaining that they too accepted and did not get any.
Poopy doodles.
Yeah, I see that.
Huh. So there might be some features.
It's a
That
feature, not a bug. If you purchase a swimsuit, it should be noted that those are available in the off-duty tab on most,
Beachwear.
yeah, or the beachwears tab. Here we go. So this is the competitive race. It goes all the way around the island. There, like old video games, there are markers that you can go over that will increase your
I
speed.
goofed.
Already?
Yeah, I accidentally got out of the thing, pushing fast, and I goofed.
Or these ramps will also give you a speed boost if you hit them. Typically, if you get the speed boost, you will see a colorful outline on your character, as so. And even if you're not doing well initially, keep going because people can run off the track and get disqualified.
Like me.
Or you can, even if you get off the course, if you get back on quick enough, typically you can still get back, as long as it still says race over there, you are still good to go. Do not stop.
I'm not getting the speed ups. I've only gotten like every third speed up I've tried to hit. If too many people try to hit the speed ups together, it will leave somebody out. So just do your best, get what speed ups you can. Wow.
And sometimes if you hit the ramps just right, they'll shoot you straight up and you fall.
Grab
and
the flag at the end of the race.
Yeah.
When you get to the finish line here, if you can click to dismount your board, sometimes it's easier to get the flag that way. Because the boards tend to float around a bit more. So the Horga'hn Hunt is up next.
Oh.
Don't ask what the Horgans mean. It's not exactly safe.
Ish.
They are intent to show that you're available for certain things, just like getting on Tumblr is.
Someplace back. And
what are you looking for?
So, okay. If you're going to do this is the event that if you're going to farm multiples, or you can repeat this on every toon you have. I would highly recommend doing it with only ones that you have floaters with. And essentially, what you do, because for the Horga'hn Hunt, you have to get 10 of them, and then you're done. That's all you have to do. You can do that quick enough that some people it takes them like a minute and a half, I think it is, and they give you plenty of time that people are doing this on 5-6 toons, and it is essentially one of the best payouts for favors, in the amount of time that you have to do it, because so you can basically get a ton of favors just from the hunt.
Multiple carry.
Yes. Because you get 75 for completing, plus you get 2 to 5 per Horga'hn Hunt, or whatever, each one that you find. And when you're finding them, you may also even get eggs, which will let you pull pet thing.
Yes. And the pets include birds and monkeys, and my bird is hiding in the grass right now. There he is. That's one of my birds. I've actually got 4 of them. They start off as basically chicks, and then you can raise them through duty officer missions until you get adult versions like I have right here. In a variety of colors.
I need to find out exactly where y'all are.
I am behind the resort.
Okay.
I went west of the Beeman spot.
I see kind of where you are. So, heading over.
I was going to try to mimic the path that I saw that someone was saying was optimal. That way people can try to replicate if they want to try to do the farming on multiple tunes.
I see.
Just because this may be the fast path does not mean it has to be the path you take. You don't have to farm it on multiple tunes. You don't have to. Yeah. There's some,
Just if you want to, there's a way to do it.
yeah, I just thought I would try to highlight this as an option.
Alrighty then. There is a slight delay between the events, so we're sitting here twiddling our thumbs.
Yeah, we have 45 seconds before it starts.
Twiddle, twiddle, twiddle. I could start yodeling. We lost the stream.
No, we didn't, but okay.
It froze up for me, but no, we did not. You're right. That was weird.
Stop lying to me.
Right? One of these days, maybe.
So to highlight something that was talked about on Discord earlier, that have fun in the game. Don't burn yourself out. Like for me, I'm realizing.
The Horga'hn Hunt has started. Talk to the Horga'hn collector to participate.
I want to hunt.
Welcome to Risa.
Go ahead. You can continue.
Welcome to
Sorry, I
Risa.
was accepting the thing. For me, I realize I don't want to be playing on a ton of alts.
Which is fine. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to do where you can keep one captain, going full-fledged,
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, y'all were talking about like people do alts. It's like, yeah, you can do alts, or you can have fun just doing one.
Not marking on my map for me.
Okay, so the thing about that, yes, what Grebog said is absolutely accurate. What you get out of the game is, what you put into it. But it is designed with alts in mind. And what I mean by that is you've got no true end game. And there are, the characters, the recruits, that are basically designed to give you account-wide unlocks as an encouragement to make those characters. Do you have to? No, absolutely not. But I have found it very, very helpful, even on characters that were made before the alt, because you can get marks and ships and traits from those various recruits that can help you, polish off your build or do something different. Because otherwise the game is going to get stagnant and you are going to get burnt out on it. If you make if you only have one character, or if you make every character the exact same build on the exact same ship, you're going to get burnt out because there's no real other end game to STO. Now, that being said, taking a break is perfectly fine. I myself have walked away from the game in the past and taken long hiatuses and then come back after it. Of course, I'm a lifetime member, so typically when I come back, I have, points to spend and things to buy, and that pulls me back into the game. But it's, I haven't done that since we started Fleet Action Report, so that's, 2 years since I took my last hiatus, or it will be 2 years.
Well, and
next week.
Yeah, and so like there are all these recruits. Like I'm currently now feeling like I personally might have made a mistake of making too many of the different recruit types. Really, you only need, if you want the rewards to be, you only need one you only need one temporal agent, one KDF recruit, I think you only need one Gamma
and Delta. And Delta,
you need technically 3 to get all of the unlocks.
Yeah, that's the only one. But even then, all you have to do is the unique missions.
Yeah, I would
The
only
unique missions for each faction, and then you can stop.
yeah. I personally think I am going to start wiping out some of my recruits that I've never play, and just remake them as well. If I remake them, I would remake them as
found 10
regular.
Horga'hns. Come and get a bonus reward.
Yeah,
Looks
because
like
then
you
you can
found
just
quite a few
collect
Horga'hn.
the benefits. Although, it should also be pointed out that there are some rewards that the recruits get that are not account unlocked.
True. I mean,
Most of them are, but not all of them.
you guys done with your hunt?
I
Two
just
more.
finished. Just got my last one.
One more.
So hopefully, if you are doing the hunt, it will not do the way I did it. So I showed you a good workaround. If it does not put the markers on the maps on where you're supposed to be going, you can hit V and it will show you the next one, the next closest one.
I'm going to site to site back to the resort and pick up Flying High.
But as you can see, we have had 10 minutes left at the end of that, which is why people are running around doing multiple tunes, you know.
Because you've got 10 minutes.
Welcome
Might as
to
well do
Risa.
something.
Yeah.
Or you take a moment to relax.
Welcome
So
to
Flying
Risa.
High. So the event coordinator over here has a mission called Flying High. You pick this up and it gives you the option of flying
You've seen
around
floaters in
the
sky?
island and
We've
following
set up
certain
some
paths
holographic
to
challenges
get marked for this. And then if you do 3 of them, you'll get the reward and get the Lohlunat Favors. So what you're looking for is these little arrows that kind of look like roller coaster tracks. And you have to have a floater for this. You can rent one if you don't own one. And you just fly around. The rentals will disappear after a few minutes. I think it's 5 minutes.
I think it's a little
Enjoying
longer
the
than
view
that,
of the harbor?
but
Is it?
it's
Maybe
not
it's 10
long.
minutes. But they will go away. So if you get one and then notice later that it has vanished, that's normal. But all you have to do, the basic floaters only cost 50 Lohlunat Favors. So if you rent one and then run this, it gives you 50, and then you can go buy one and have one. It's not the greatest, it's not the fastest, but it'll get the job done. Ooh.
And then I would recommend probably just saving up for the top ones and not worry about the fact that you have
The rope bridge
a
often
slow
gets
one.
wind currents. Don't worry
'Cause
though, it's very
Then
safe.
the fast one, yeah. I don't see a point for the middle ones, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't really either. I mean, it's 600 for the one in the middle, 1,000 for the one at the top. So, I mean, I guess if you just want to spend the points, there you go. I think I'd rather buy, a swimwear, which also costs 600 points.
Agreed.
Be sure to take some time to explore the side trails
I
after
have
you're done
lost
flying.
here's one. There we go.
So one of the tricks I've learned when you're doing stuff, like I typically just always hold W to go forward with the floater, and then I use A and D to do a strafe left and right. As I'm flying, it helps on turning. Because of the way the floaters work. I would say just play
I
around with
hope
it.
you had
Once
a
you get
fun
used to it,
flight.
you'll find what works best for you.
Now, in the case of Flying High, you do have to return to the quest giver in order to turn it in and get your Lohlunat Favors. So that's why I'm coming back over here right now. There we go. Now, what's this about building sandcastles?
Do we want to do?
Oh, we still got 7 minutes, so
Let's
Well, I'm
see.
in the middle of my flight stuff, or else I'd come directly over there.
Pretty sure it's the guy on the beach, in front of the resort. He was closer to the promenade, but I think now, yeah.
Heavy. I don't say anything about. He asked if
Maybe
you want
that's
to play
not the
again.
one. It was the person, or unless I got rid of it, because it used to be on the beach right here by the promenade, and you built sandcastles here.
Okay. Oh, here's a guy. What's this guy get?
Yeah, right here.
Castles
in the sand.
There we go.
Find a spot and it gets you 20 favors. So you have to go find a spot. What if that was my spot?
Well, that's all I did. Fetched. Oh, okay. So this is a multi-step process here. Gotcha.
Yes. I'm struggling.
Did I take the only one?
Oh, here's a spot for me. I'm way down the beach
and that's
from you.
all you have. Okay. That was not difficult at all.
No, it's not too hard. You essentially are gathering sand up. They glow.
Yeah. So you just have to find your spot and then collect sand and then run it back to the spot and you're done.
Yeah. They used to have a... Oh, you get to pick what... Here, let's do a rounded keep. What did you do?
Rounded.
Oh.
I didn't realize it gave an option. Yours is better than mine, though.
And they will stay there for a little bit. Oh, hey, I get to fetch more sand.
I did not. Yours really is better than mine.
And I have to finish before the sand falls apart.
Kind of looks like a Galaxy class saucer. Or Constitution class, I guess.
Let's do a flat-topped wall.
Oh, so you can... Okay. There you go.
Fetch dry sand. Oh no!
Bugs?
Do away the flat bugs.
I would help, but I can't. Wow, it let you do a lot more with yours.
It's weird that you didn't get as many options.
I did not. There's birds over here.
Where's the guy to start?
Over there by the building. Over here.
Okay.
This way.
And there we go. Oh, I got an accolade. Sandcastle Stalwart. And that looks like it is a repeatable. You can do it
about every
minutes?
15 minutes.
Where's it gonna let me?
Flying high is also repeatable. You can also repeat that one every 15 minutes, I think, as well.
I believe so. Yes.
So I mean, if you just want to do flying high, you can technically do that. I don't know that that's the best way to get marks.
Well, the Horga'hn Hunt would still get you more.
Yeah.
It might be more efficient than doing the dance party, though. Because the dance party takes, if you're going to do all of it, all the 4 steps and get the 100 points, I think it takes 10 minutes. Maybe longer? So it might be pretty close, I guess.
Oh, okay. Those were 2 of the daily missions. I think, wasn't there...
Was there
Sun, sand, and scavenging. Oh, that's the hunt, artifact hunt. Ugh. Sorry, I despise the hunt, the artifact hunt.
We've got the Biathlon coming up. You guys ready to go do that?
Yep. So beam to Sovak's camp.
Yes.
Is the quick way.
or you can fly between the two mountains down in the valley. That's where it starts.
Oh, there is a hide and seek you can do as well.
I think that's what the other guy on the beach was talking about, because he
Yes,
said,
he
"Do you
will.
want to play a game?"
He will give you clues on where he's going to go hide. Once the sun sets and it's nighttime, you have to go find him. So there is a grotto. Yeah, that's the. You can come back here and do the artifact hunt whenever you, because it's a blast of a thing to do.
Actually, it's coming up after this. So after the biathlon, we will have the artifact. And then I think that would
Someone
be
has my
highlighting
Powerboard.
everything. Yeah, he's got biffs. You want biffs?
I do. So I think I'm going to try to get it on my Klingon, my Hasik. It seems very much his style.
Well, 1,000 or 1,500 Lohlunat Favors, and it's all yours.
Yeah. I think I might get the kit frame first for that captain.
I prefer the Borg one over the Risa one.
The Risa one, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Borg one is excellent. It's what I'm using on this captain. The thing with the Risian one and the reason it's considered the meta is because it is currently the only kit frame in the game that you can get 4 K-perf on.
For what?
The Horga'hn Hunt is in.
It's K-perf. It's the kit
Performance.
Yes, thank you. Kit performance. It's the only one in the game that will let you get 4 stacks of K-perf on it.
It boosts every kit module 4 times on their potence. So
Okay.
makes all of so if you're an engineer and you're putting down mortars and turrets and stuff like that, they will do way more damage. If you're science and you're putting down all the AoE ground effects, they will do way more damage. Stuff like that.
There's several that will let you get 3 stacks of K-perf, but the Risian frame is the only one that will let you do 4.
So tell us, what's happening in Biathlon?
Okay, so you start off on your boards here. We do a short race. It goes from about halfway around the island, and then you will actually switch to your floater, and you will run through a series of markers that are hovering in the sky all the way to the finish line.
Oops. Rings, circles. Yeah.
Yeah,
The biathlon is the first you're on a power board for the first part, and then the second part the whole floater. It's an interesting one. At first I did not like this, and now I've enjoyed it more. But I think why I didn't like it is I kept running into a feature. It didn't transition me well between the power board and the floater. It always told me I had left the race once I hit the beach, and that was kind of annoying.
There are boosts, there are speed boosts, there are ramps that will help you get around this first part. As for the floater, when you switch to that, there's not really any way to get a speed boost from it. However, there is a tribble that will give you a flight speed bonus. And see, it didn't give me the speed up again. This game is hating me today.
Hey, goofball.
Nope.
Yeah, we were talking about how in the hunt people have been doing the multiple captains.
Speed boost denied.
I think I've gotten better with the power board, turning, because I inevitably started doing something I was doing with the floater, and
Check in at the flag before whipping your floater.
yeah, it will give you an audio notification like once you go through the hoop, to let you know that it accepted you going through. So it becomes quite clear that you are still in the race and progressing.
And I missed a hoop.
Somebody
Go
else
back
missed
for it.
one too.
I'm hoping after this I can get the thing, because I'm almost at 1,000.
There we go.
I'm probably at last place.
Well, I mean, I just finished. You know, you get 15 favors no matter if you finish. So,
As long as you
it's
finish.
75, I believe, for first place, 50 for second, 25 for third, and then 15 for just finishing.
15, 15, 15. Yep. And now for the Scavenger Hunt. Okay. So with the Scavenger Hunt, you can start this anywhere on the map. Doesn't matter where you're at. You do not have to go to the Ferengi. There will be a button on your screen to click, and it's going to put a ring around your character that will point you in a certain direction. And then there's also words that pop up on the left-hand side that will tell you if you're getting closer or further away. If you are moving at all, if you have any forward momentum, then the ring around your character will be inaccurate. So what I do is I will scan and then take off, and I'll go a good distance in that direction, and then I'll stop and make sure I'm not moving and scan and take off in the new direction.
I did not get points.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Did you click on the finish line?
I thought I did. Weird.
Because it vanished already, didn't it?
Yep. Just as I went to go.
As stated, there are still some features involved in Risa.
Apparently, Goofball saying you can get 5 captains. The Horga'hn Hunt. Timely man. I know that there are people that are really good at pushing the line and getting a lot through. I mean, if you think about that, 5 times 75, that's a good number of favors for, yeah. And that's not even counting the 2 to 5 that you get for picking them up.
Yeah. And I could totally see people farming it that way. Plus, you used to be able to put let me see, I think you still can, but I'll look. Yeah, you can also sell these on the exchange.
Yeah, they were going for like 39K per at the first day.
So, if you want to farm it up and then get EC that way, that is certainly a way to do that.
I would probably say give it a week or two before you go to the exchange and buy, sell. Well, buy. Selling them up front on the front end, I'm sure you will get more for the favors, because people are going to want to buy all the new stuff immediately, and if they don't have them stockpiled up, like Xander had, he didn't mean to show people, but he was like, "Oh, hey, look at that." He's like, "Oh, oops." And what his oops was is he has 24 stacks sitting in one of his captains.
Nice.
I was just like going, "Yeah, buddy, that's a lot." You can buy whatever you want.
And then some, or sell, or whatever, yeah.
I mean, it is a way some people make money. Stock up on the favors now, and then throughout the year, you can like sell them when people are on alts and like, hey, I want to get that kit frame or that kit module or whatever on a new captain I just rolled. So, yeah.
All right, so we got about 12 seconds here before the next one.
Yeah, I just stayed in the volcano area. I'm like, I'm just gonna stand here, click start, and then find out where it's gonna tell me to go. Being in the middle of the island, maybe I won't have to.
Bonus favors to anyone who comes help.
So this is sun, sand, and
There's a bunch of How can I help?
And there's the button.
Oh, You have to initialize the scanner, and then when you hit...
And mine is pointing me in that direction. Okay, so this is what I was saying, is I'll fly off in this direction.
Mine's bugged.
What are you hitting?
V.
Don't use V, use F.
F?
Yep.
I don't have anything to do with that.
Did you pick up the...
I have the mission, Sun, Sand, and Scavenging.
See, V is not showing me anything either. I have to do the interact with the search for artifact button. Which for me is the F button. You don't have it down in the lower right, do you?
No. No, it's... Oh, I had to beam... I beamed to a camp, and then it finally showed up.
Okay. So they certainly seem to be having some issues.
I'm sure the servers are working optimally. I'm just going to fly a good ways, because I've learned that doing short range...
So it appears
All right,
to be this
coming
way.
over to y'all.
I'm now further away from the target.
I'm still closer. I think mine's over on this little beach here. Oh, nope, I lied.
I mean, this is a bit like the doing the artifacts, I think it was, that World of Warcraft put in.
Yes.
So
Yes, it is.
I would venture to say that this is... I like that they give a color to tell you, oh, you're X distance away. So you know how far how far you have to run before you...
Hey,
Oh, I bet it's up here.
I'm saying it's this way. So you kind of got to pay attention to the direction and what the words are telling you. Because while my directional arrow is pointing me off to the right, it's also telling me that I'm getting closer. Oh, that way. I really, really dislike this one.
It's fun. Come on.
Further away.
Oh, it's going to be out here. Well, it's not going to be in the water. I think I might have an idea. Oh.
I don't. Okay, mine is saying that way.
Oh, no, I'm further.
I really don't like this one. Because it wants me to go into a wall.
Fly up. They can be on top of stuff.
Yeah, I flew up, I was further.
And when you find it, you're looking for a mound of dirt. There it is.
It has me in the water. It's not in the... What in the world? I hate this.
Yeah, I'm really not overly fond of this one. I think the entire interface needs to be worked on.
I'm closer. Am I?
just
You found it.
you
Quickly,
kind
dig
of
it up
have
and bring it back
to
to me
take
at my
the
camp.
direction it gives you with a grain of salt.
A very large grain of salt.
Because
And the
any
pile
movement,
of dirt doesn't always show up until after you got close enough on a scan.
any movement at all will throw off the direction that it's telling you.
Or it's just annoying.
Yeah, that.
Oh, why does it wants me to return to the camp?
Did you get your artifact?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't actually. If you've got the artifact, you don't have to take it all the way there. You can,
Well done.
if you click
well
the button
done
again,
indeed.
it'll pop up and let
I
you
admit
turn it
I
in
had some-
wherever
How
you're
can I
at.
help you today?
Just click the I want to hunt artifacts again, which does not make sense. I think I screw that up every time. Because I'm like, no, I don't want to hunt them again. I'm done.
Yeah, well. I mean, let's be honest here. It's been a few years since Risa really got any updates, other than adding new items to the shops, which they do every year.
Well, they did do a lot of environmental updates this time, which is nice. I think they just need to do some other touch-ups to some of the questing stuff.
Quality of life improvements.
Something. Like I mean, it's great. What they've done looks very nice and very amazing. Like these rope bridges are awesome looking. The huts and the roofs and such, they did a great job making them look good, or well, look nicer. It's just some of the quest interaction stuff could be tweaked a little bit to help. Don't get me wrong. I know I sound like I'm complaining a lot here. I enjoy what they've given us. It's just minor tweaks that could help.
We knew what you meant, goofball. It's all good.
Well, you can here since I have some time. If you have the eggs or the tags, you can raise. Well, this only helps if you're going to do. You need marks, but you can raise the birds and using the duty officer system. So if you come to the promenade here, and then you run upstairs. When you get to the top of the stairs in this building, you have on the right the monkey trainer, and then on the left here you have the bird trainer. You can turn in extra, like you trade in tropical birds, and you can turn in your extras for marks. So that is definitely an option. And you can turn in the chicks, you can turn in fledglings, you can turn it, all the way up to like the senior variant. So, and I'm pretty sure that the more adult the bird, the more marks you're going to get out of the package.
It's marks, not Lohlunat Favors?
It is marks. So if you talk to this person, it is a trade-in tropical birds and say mark package where you can get fleet marks, Romulan marks, Omega, any of the marks. I do wish that they had an option for the favors, because me that would kind of make sense.
On my screen there, this is the absolute closest you can get to the event ship, without buying out the event and getting your own, or playing the event and getting your own. It gives you a pretty good view of the model there, though, and they since they started doing this, they've always had the event ship in the same location. But this is the closest that we can currently get. So there you go. Good view of the Nadarian Defender.
I wonder what they did for the insides of it.
That is an excellent question.
That's one thing I wish they would expand upon a bit, because the old, I can see the ships that were older or could be older. They have a bigger inside. You know, like they have, it just looks bigger or feels bigger with the 10 forwards and stuff.
Originally, that was kind of STO's version of player housing, and you could set up certain accolades, or you could make purchases to decorate your ship interior. Like, you know, the 10 forward, you could put trophies up, and in your ready room, you could put trophies up. You can still do those things on the ships that have those areas, but as the years have gone on, that portion of the game has vastly been neglected. They many players, you can see it all over the forums, you can see it all over social media. They would love for Cryptic Studios to expand on that portion of the game. A lot of live streams, when Cryptic does live streams, a lot of times it'll get brought up, and they almost universally tell players that they don't have the staff to make that portion of the game worthwhile.
And that's understandable.
And it doesn't earn them any money. The ships sell better. Specifically, the lockbox ships sell better.
Well, the question I would ask is, what would they do if they had just generic stuff in there? You know, it's like...
Well, and we have gotten a couple of new ship interiors with ships that have come out, but typically only if they have to design that ship interior for an episode. So if you come up with an episode, if they come up with an episode that includes an interior, it is more likely that that interior will then become part of a ship in the future.
I thought you were trying to tell us we need to write episodes for Cryptic.
Right. Can't do that anymore.
I mean,
we used to be able to do that.
I mean, you could write episodes for a Cryptic, and if they like what you're doing, they might hire you. Who knows?
What was it? We had a Bird of Prey bridge come out, and I would not.
Yes.
I would not at all. I would not at all be surprised if the Archeron class has a unique bridge, simply because I'm almost positive that we will have to go onto the Archeron itself before the end of this current storyline. But that is just my opinion on things. We actually made it all the way through, except the hide and seek thing. That's the only bit that we have left out of tonight's presentation.
So, okay. One thing to make clear is the summer event time schedule thing is a 90-minute rotation. It rotates through with, it starts, well, most people say it starts with Dance Off. Then you go through Powerboard, the Horga'hn Hunt, Biathlon, then the Scavenger Hunt. Then you go back to Powerboard Race,
The limited time
to the
rewards are ended. You
Biathlon,
can still
back to
seek
the
out
Artifact
artifacts,
Hunt,
but only for
and
the
then back
standard
to the...
payout.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
I would like to point out that I do not believe it is always in that order. Just because, like, if you look up at it right now, it's Powerboard, Biathlon, Artifact, Dance Off, Powerboard, Horga'hn Hunt.
That's because we are on Powerboard Race. If you look in the show notes that I have here, we are on the first Powerboard Race that has no comments to it in the 90-minute cycle. So the next one should be Biathlon after it, and then Artifact Hunt after that, and then it goes back to the stop, which would be Dance Off, with Powerboard Race after us.
Okay, I stand corrected. It is in that order.
It doesn't. I never knew that was the order, that it was a specific order like that until like I looked at them like that makes more sense. I see the pattern now.
Okay, I went out of the area accidentally as I was joining in. It gave me a boo, then let me join again.
For what?
Oh,
For the race.
Powerboard Race.
Gotcha.
It is time for the race again. Or well,
it is.
But it shows me waiting, so I'm happy.
I'm here. Okay, so we're going to end on the race and then we'll move on. Next week. So this is the important one. Next week, episode 105 is our 2-year anniversary. Yes, we have been doing this show for 2 years. As with the year last year and the big milestones we hit, we are going to do a PvP match. This will be space and or ground, and we are looking for people to join us. Right now, I've only got 4 people who have committed to showing up, including Grebog and I. So me, Grebog, Tabitha, and Midnight Age are the ones that have agreed to do this. We have reached out to some other content creators. Some have said they can't make it, and there's a few that have yet to reply. That still gives us 6 spaces. So if you play STO, you want to join us for our PvP live stream, hit us up, let us know. And I just went off track. Yep, I was afraid of that.
But yet you're still in front of me.
I am not doing very good. I just got kicked off again. I am having issues with this race today. It's not giving me the speed ups. It's dismounting me.
Hey, welcome, Shadow. As I get distracted, go off the course, and I failed because I went too far off. What I get for getting distracted.
Speed boost. Speed boost. Mamenth might actually beat me. I don't think it matters, though. Nope, didn't do very well. Oh well. 15 Lohlunat Favors is 15 favors.
And 2 tropical tags.
All right, so that's going to do it today. Next week, PvP match. If you want to join us, you can let us know. You can go to our website, fleetactionreport.com. You can find us in-game at Nikodas, at Real Grebog. You can say something in chat, or even the day of. Show up next Monday and be like, hey, I want to join. And we will let you in. There is no skill requirement. None of us, with the possible exception of Midnight Age, are really, really good at PvP. Most of us are straight up decked for PvE content. So, come in, blow us up, get blown up, have a good time. We'll laugh, we'll cry, we'll all go home happy.
I'm decked as a glass cannon, so hey, it'll be fine.
And Midnight Age, actually, according to him, he did not build his ship to be any sort of tank or PvP beast or anything. He just put stuff on it that looked fun. But it works really, really, really well. He plays the Jem'Hadar carrier, the Jem'Hadar Vanguard carrier, to great effect. And then Tabitha is actually bringing her tank build in. So this is the first time she'll be PvPing in this setup with us anyway. I guess she got pulled into an accidental PvP match right after she built it, but this will be the first time with us. Did I miss anything, Grebog?
Party on? Not that
Party
I can think
of. Thank you, Mamenth, for joining us.
All good, my friend.
You want to do your close first this time, Mamenth?
If it harms no one, do it. Protect the weak from the strong.
See you out there.
Live long and prosper. Hey.